Members, our veteran today is being sponsored by Representative Rick West. Representative West, you are recognized to introduce the Veteran of the Week.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, it's a real honor for me today to present the Veteran of the Week. He's from my district, and not only is he a veteran, but he's a really good friend of mine. We go to the same church, and Tony Simmons is our veteran today, and just an honor for me and a pleasure for me to have such a fine veteran and a fine person to be here today. Tony served in the Army from 1968 to 1971 in Vietnam. 1971, when he was going to get out, Tony told me they offered him $10,000 to stay in. He said, "No, sir, I'm going back to Oklahoma," and that's what he did. One of the things that got me interested in this is on April 5th, 1970, Sergeant Tony Simmons was wounded on the battlefield during a mortar attack at LZ English. He was wounded in the back and in the hand, but he cleaned the wound and removed the shrapnel from his body and continued in the fight. He never went to the doctor. And so, therefore, his Purple Heart has never been given to him. I want to thank Representative Hardin, his office, that started that process. We were in hopes that he would get that Purple Heart today, but it hadn't gone through yet. But Sergeant Master Chief has told us that they've signed off on it and that the Army we're just waiting on them. So it'll be a long deserved Purple Heart for Sergeant Simmons to get. And so I just want to say again that it's a pleasure for me to introduce him. And Mr. Speaker, could you get the clerk to read the citation?
Clerk will read.
Whereas Sergeant Tony Simmons of Big Cedar, Oklahoma, served his country with honor during the Vietnam War as a distinguished sergeant in the United States Army, and has shown great courage in the face of adversity to bring honor to his family, his state, and to his nation. And whereas Sergeant Tony Simmons did serve in South Vietnam during the most intense periods of battle of the lengthy and bloody conflict, and he voluntarily extended his service for an additional 2 months of service. During this period of 11 months and 28 days overseas, Sergeant Simmons was wounded in a mortar attack on Bong Son Binh Diem Province, Vietnam. And whereas, after surviving many perilous missions, Sergeant Tony Simmons was injured by shrapnel and chose to remove them from his hand and back himself in order that he might continue to serve faithfully without complaint, Sergeant Tony Simmons was deservingly awarded the Bronze Star Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, and Parachute Badge. And whereas the state of Oklahoma holds its veterans in the highest esteem and appreciates the sacrifices and contributions they have made to preserve the freedoms and way of life we hold dear, now therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Rick West, the Oklahoma House of Representatives extends to Sergeant Tony Simmons best wishes and directs that this citation be presented.